Fly. Story written by Bridget Hughes. Illustrated by Jennifer Placas. Hey kids, what are you studying? Oh, butterflies. Oh, it's always the butterflies, I get it. They have such beautiful wings, such graceful flight, such an amazing metamorphosis. Well, guess who else metamorphosis can fly and is beautiful, at least according to my mother? Me and all my housefly relatives. Like butterflies, flies go through metamorphosis too. This is a butterfly metamorphosis. And this is a fly metamorphosis. Here's how the story goes. My 500 brothers and sisters and I started out as eggs. Our mom tucked us into a warm, smelly bed of dog dew. When we hatched, we looked like short, greasy white worms. In other words, much cuter than caterpillars. Scientists called us larvae. Humans called us maggots. Our parents called us adorable. Back in my maggot days, I ate a lot. But my siblings and I didn't eat flowers like those fancy, schmancy caterpillars. We ate poop and trash. And still do. Wait a second. Is that a trash can? They love it. Yum. Rotting fruit. You don't mind if I eat while we talk, do you? Anyway, as maggots, we grew bigger. We shed our skin 3 times. Then we became pupae. Inside the pupal case, things got interesting. We changed into flies. I remember it like it was yesterday. I busted out of my pupal case at some dead meat on a bomb. And then I started my family. Before I knew it, I was the father of 500 babies. My babies grew up in 10 days. Then my daughters laid about 500 eggs each. Dad blessed me with thousands of grand maggots, or more. To be honest, I lost count. Sadly, my maggots and grand maggots don't have much use for their old man. They take care of themselves just like I did as a maggot. So now I spend most of my time flying. I'm an amazing flyer. My wings flutter 200 times a second. The monarch butterfly flaps its wing only 5 to 12 times per second. I scoff at the number. Also, butterflies are annoyingly quiet. My wings make a cool noise. When I flap my wings fast, I make a high-pitched bzzz. When I flap my wings slow, the buzz is low-pitched. Maybe if your science teacher won't let you study me, your music teacher will. And to think I do all this with only 2 wings. Those lazy butterflies have 4. Even you could fly with 4 wings. I bet bots try flying with 2 and try doing this without spinning. That's thanks to my halters, little spinning things that look like lollipops and help me keep my balance. Guess who doesn't have any? If you said those clumsy butterfly, you're right. Now that I have given you a glimpse of my greatness, you can ask me some questions. I heard that flies throw up on everything before they eat it. Is that true? No, we don't throw up on everything, only solid foods. See, we don't have any teeth, so we can't chew. I had to throw up on this apple core to turn it into a liquid. That way I could sup it up with my spongy mouth. But if sometimes already a liquid like the soup you're having for lunch, I don't throw up on it. I'll slurp that right out of the bowl. Next question. Is it true that flies spread diseases by landing on gross stuff, getting their feet dirty, and then landing on food? Okay, that is true. Guilty as charged. But I'm actually a really clean guy. Have you noticed that I scrub myself every time I land? It's to keep the tiny hairs on my body clean. The city. These hairs help me sense things like the swoosh of air when somebody tries to swat on me. But the city can't do their job when they're cluttered with dirt and dust. Unfortunately, all that scrubbing sends bacteria flying. Sorry about that. Just keeping it clean, my friends. One last question hit me. True or false? Mosquitoes are flies and mosquitoes are bats, so flies are bad too? False! This one gets me right in the gut. Mosquitoes are flies, but they're not house flies. They're our distant cousins. How would you feel if your distant relatives did something mean and everyone blamed you for it? Sad, right? Well, welcome to my world. Sup? I'm sorry, please don't mind my tears. It's just that my whole life, all 20 days of it, I watched kids like you learn about butterflies. Meanwhile, I've been here all along, totally ignored. But you can change that. Ask your teacher if we can study flies, not butterflies. We are the better species. Let's study flies, yay! Got him. Put him in the habitat. Wait a second, where am I? It's so clean in here. Where is the rotting fruit? Where is the trash? I need trash. Listen, I made a mistake. I don't belong here in the classroom. I didn't mention it before, but I carry 1,941,000 kinds of bacteria. You think it doesn't matter that I throw up on your food? I cause 65 known human diseases. I'm filthy. I think you should study butterflies after all. As much as it pains me to say it, just let me out of here. Thank you. While I admit flies aren't great for school habitats, we really are awesome. How about a few more facts before I buzz out of here? We have winter homes. You don't see flies when it's cold outside. So, where do new flies come from in the spring? If we lay our eggs in late fall, our larvae or pupae spend the winter deep inside whatever muck they call home. The next spring, they become flies. We have big families. If all 500 my maggots grew up to have 500 babies of their own, that would make 250,000 new flies. Next, those 250,000 new flies could each lay 500 gay eggs. In a perfect world, a fly like me could have 191 quintillion, 10 quadrillion children and grandchildren in the course of a summer. Unfortunately, we don't all survive. Some of us freeze on cold nights or wash away during storms. Others are eaten by wasps, birds, bats, spiders, or dragonflies. Sweaters sweat us! And sometimes there is not enough food. You can do your part to fight fly hunger by leaving your sandwiches, ice cream cones, and candy laying around. We are good people, I mean insects. Not all my relatives cause problems like the mosquitoes does. Blowflies help police, detectives solve crimes. The age of maggots on a dead body helps police determine when a crime occurred. And fruit flies lend a hand in science labs. Scientists like to study these fly cousins to learn why humans get sick. Perhaps one day you will study flies after all. And keep in mind that we, the houseflies, also do our part. If it weren't for our hungry maggots, the earth would be a messy place. You're welcome. Hooray for flies! Flies rule! Bravo, bravo. And this is a glossary of all the new fun words that you could know.